Dire team are now picking.
Templar Assassin.
In there and general 3 CS. They are going to be able to get the burrow strike onto Adam, see if they can stay ahead of him here with a nice heal bomb. Yeah. It looks like they should be able to. Caustic Finale is going to pop him, slow him down, and general.
First blood on the sand.
He was already need some extra regen and harass potential, but not really hoping for a kill. General down bottom is getting wrapped around on, so does need to be a bit careful.
One stun. It's the next one. Are going to be able to slow him down. General does not actually have the mana for burrow strike, and I think he felt with the open wounds he wasn't going to get out. Slowed down by the Caustic Finale. Pop, 19 HP. That's all he's left with. General tries to get towards him, but can't quite get it. Adam kind of body blocks him here. They are going to throw out the burrow strike. Yapster's coming in hot, and General may be turned around on. He gets the kill on Adam, but can he actually get alive? And that's not going to happen. I don't think not with Vada making the rotation. So General, I think he gladly gives up his life. He forced a rotation swing on Pycat. It was basically the only thing he could. But I think these supports are just going to have a really hard time finding successful rotations. Vada's going to get caught out by a rotation from General. Didn't see that one coming. And with Dendy lining up all those side blades, they actually get a free kill. It's coming faster and faster. The Rubik is now at the bottom lane. He does have to invest or to dodge all of this. Pops out now. Hero has the help of Vada. He misses out on the big ultimate onto General. They will manage to pick up the 2 supports, it looks like, but Vada can finish off General before the TP. Oh my god, it was so close. Look at it. The nuke is actually still following him at Blink Dagger in his sticky buy, and I was like, wait, what?
Oh. Yeah, Dendy is very farmed. He's also by far the highest level in the game. Like he's level 12, the Quap level 10, I believe. Yeah, halfway to level 11. Dendy's just been farming through Ancients, farming through the jungle. He is just playing the efficiency game, and this is just to me a recurring theme with these TA picks. Like the hero, like even if you have a slightly rough first couple of minutes in the laning stage because you get dual lane, like you always seem to pull ahead around the 10 to 15 minute stage and get a very good timing on Blink Desolator.
Rev keeping it cool against 3 heroes. Doesn't use the Timber Chain. It was this weird stalemate between him and General. He used the Timber Chain, he would have been hit by a burrow strike, so he just walks calmly back, and now he's able to make the turn. Can't quite get the connection on the Rubik. Finally gets it now, but is dropped a little bit low on HP as a result. Vada sitting in the river, waiting for it. Brev is going to try and bait these heroes into play. Vada jumps forward, managed to get the quick kill on a Pycat before the time lapse can be used, and now General is forced away by Forev. He does manage to dodge the Shadow Strike. Willing around for the 2-man burrow, but he desperately needs to get out of here. He does have a TP if he can juke his way through this. Forev gets the connection, and they find the kill. That is huge. They shut down that, just become big and counterpick. But Bears, Smoke is going to pop here. They're going to run into Vada. They could use this quick kill. Blink Dagger forward, Melt Strike, and they will manage to pick it up. Yapster is going to come forward, and they're going to try and punish Navi with a quick buyback here from Vada. See how many they can get. Viver's going to be the first one down. General into the trees, TP's out, and Dendy. He was pump faking that Slithering Crush, waiting for Adam to be able to get the swap on the Pycat so they get a quicker stun than Magic Missile. But now, as a result of a missed opportunity, they're going to have to leave Adam behind. He will end up going. This has got to be public enemy number 1. Right? Forev been getting way too big. He's got his Bloodstone charges. General is there to be able to stop this TP out, and here comes the onslaught of attacks. Forev does a decent job tanking through most of it, but he ultimately will never take that. That being said, Bears do get a decent. It's going to Pycat some go on the trap that is set up behind Vada. Pycat is actually going to oblige them just a bit with a Shukuchi on through. Napster will come forward and will manage to hit the crush, and they are going to be able to blow up Pycat.
That shouldn't happen with a
miscalculation. Did he miscalculate that? Did he not know that the Blink Dagger was up on Yapster? Did he not know the Infest combo was there?
Yeah, I probably just forgot about the Infest.
Viver, he'll be the first one down. Bears will manage to keep their tier 1 tower.
And Weaver respawns and TPs. Roche is going to be effectively dead.
Roshan was going to be high contention here for these Templar assassins.
Behind, you've gone in that deep. Felt like there was a bit of a disconnect between the Rubik and Sankey. Like Sankey, if he wants to go for that Blink Bar, Rubik needs to be preemptively running in to get the follow-up telekinesis. And, well, these kills are going to keep on happening.
Sphere that he's the disables that he's fearing in this game are the Rubik telekinesis. Bro Strike. Brev is going to Timber Chain straight into the hands of General. General's holding onto his Bro Strike until the next Timber Chain is attempted, but YapzOr is now here to be able to stun up General, and they easily make mincemeat out of him. Dendi will successfully retreat back, but Bears are hot on their tail. Maybe for another push. The last tier 2 is left in the mid. The Bears want to achieve this with these Aegis. I think that objective is pretty much free. Not sure if Navi can actually do much to contest. RMN going to be blown up once again.
Bears are just being very efficient around the map right now. They're not completely 5-manning, they're just going, like often it's like a 4-man push while the Timbersaw is alone defending a lane and push tier 2 tower you mentioned could be what Bears have their eyes set on now.
Pop out, going forward by Viver. Will man pick up Adam into a 2-man burrow strike. This is a decent setup for a kill on 1 maybe, but Viver's also going to lose his life here. Firo eats him alive. They do manage to pop the shrine. YapzOr gives up on the kill on General. Firo's dropping lower and lower. He has that Aegis, so they're going to have to play around that now. Rev managed to blow up General on the side. Kind of stuck in the trees here.
4 or 5 heroes rotating. Even the supports are going to be fairly tanky gradually. The Slatter's going to have a Solar Crest completed soon.
Oh, they get Fada right before the Linkage is there, so the stun is actually out, and Dendi hits that last hit needed to be able to finish off Fada. They get Adam as well. All right, Navi, their choice to initiate
any more of these outer towers, and they also recognize that there's threats to them in these other side lanes.
Pycat gonna jump out and get gone on by Firo and YapzOr. Viver is there to be able to interrupt some of it with the telekinesis, and Pycat gets a full HP revival. Nice 2-man burrow strike out from General with Dendi. Lined up those Psy attacks. He'll make short work of both of them. And now for Rev with a heavy amount of minus armor taking in on him. I don't think he stands a prayer against this physical damage. Is 4 down from Bears. Navi, they counter Adam's ward as well. Looking kind of grim from Bears, which, as you said, like I thought they were going to reach a really big power spike. Inside the Radiant jungle, he stalls for a moment, and that's going to lose him an opportunity on YapzOr. It looks like Adam may still be the opportunity. Jump forward. Dendi has the burst damage necessary. Kill him before the TP.
In ammo, great against Slatter, Lifestealer. And as far as survivability goes for a Weaver, this is one of the better items. And then, like, you know, the kiting is always going to be great, but there's the duo.
Push really well, deal with waves, burst him down. Basil, I think, has to be that hero, because if it's tanking or if it's any of the other 2 cores of Navi, they're lacking a bait out. Maybe they let RMN bait out a Slardar rotation or something, or maybe they just wait for Fada to be out of position. They actually catch him with the telekinesis right before the blink. Pull back there, but now the Blade Mail is activated, and they can't actually finish him off. General is instead going to be the target. Bears actually managed to make a turn there as they were all in the off-lane jungle. They're going to be able to find RMN as well. YapzOr actually is going to be slowed down by RMN. Good Force Staff over the trees. He tries to go for the Shallow Grave TP out, but there is a Yule Scepter there. That being said, he did his job. He stopped YapzOr and this Lifestealer from pursuing for more with that Poison Cut. He managed to stop them from pursuing onto Dendi.
Bottom lane though now. Oh, they're not done. Ooh, that's brutal.
I thought he
and missed the burrow strike because of his own Force Staff. It was like one of the most unfortunate timing of events from Navi possible. And Bears get a even someone like a Slatter. Taking out Slatter is probably one of the key heroes to try and remove as early as possible in the fight. Dendi,
finish off that creep. No, he doesn't get it. Now he's going to have to deal with Forev as well. He does get the Shallow Grave, but Bash stops his TP. He's in huge trouble. Forev, he spies out the Dazzle as well. The refraction's going down. Dendi needs a little bit more time to get that blink off, and it's just not going to happen. So RMN, trying to save his buddy, is also going to go down. Bears, this is exactly what they want. They want to prowl in the lanes. They wanted to be able to catch Navi when they attempted to push out some of these.
Does have buyback. We'll have to consume that one, and even with a buyback, this is a very hard defense to make. Forev can just zone heroes out with his sheer survivability and tankiness on the front lines.
Strike for Burrow Strike. General ends up in the middle of the team and stunned up. Swap back there onto Fada. We'll make sure that he stays alive. And he throws his pod shot between the pain. Actually comes forward now, throws out that ultimate. Pycat does manage to dodge it inside the Shikuchi. Brev drops a little bit low, but he's just creating space now for the rest of Bears to finish off that lane of racks. Away, Bears are going to turn for 2 now. Firo actually being slowed down by Pycat. He goes in without a time lapse. lose a little bit of HP, needs to maybe use another shrine here. Brev is just making sure that none of Navi can actually find an initiation on some of these lower HP heroes of Bears. They get another melee rack. Sphero's finishing up the range racks, and Navi, they're playing around this shrine, but they can't actually deal with Brev. They can't get through this wall. Ada now turns, actually gets the initiation. Yapster jumps forward, gets a two-man crush with Firo popping out. They eliminate Dendi as well. He does not have buyback. He's down for 2 minutes, and I think Navi have just lost the game like that. Game 1 was a relatively close affair. Back and forth, a lot of movement between these teams, but in the end,